Nikola Jokic, over the last few seasons, has put his name amongst some of the greatest centers of all time. The guy can't jump over a curb stomp, but boy can he stuff the stat sheet on offense better than anyone else all time. Jokic has been phenomenal, but if you had to choose just one season that cemented his legacy the hardest, which would it be? Maybe you'd say 2021, his first regular season MVP, averaging an insane 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Maybe you'd say this season, taking his game to a completely different level despite not winning the MVP. But I think the season that by far cemented Nikola Jokic's legacy amongst the greats was 2023. Prior to this season, everyone was aware of how offensively dominant Nikola Jokic was. There was no doubt about that. However, the man had 2 MVPs and couldn't even make it past the conference finals. Well, I guess better than some people. 2023 shut up all the doubters that Nikola Jokic wasn't just a stat guy, but he could actually lead a team to a championship. So this is how the 2023 season cemented the legacy of Nikola Jokic.
A lot of the superstars fly past you or jump over you. That's not Jokic. He sort of rolls past you.
Who's the toughest dude in the league to guard right now, in your opinion?
It gotta be big fella, the Serbian.
Joker.
Yeah.
Man, that shit is unreal.
Yeah.
He don't jump. He don't run
Nothing.
fast. You can't speed him up. You can't move him.
There's nothing you can really do with Joker.
I know how great Joker is. He sees plays before they happen.
I haven't seen anything like him.
He just knows his game. I think he's a player that just knows who he is on that court.
Man, he just played a game at a pace that you can't speed him up, you know.
Let me tell y'all something. This dude is so f***ing good, man. Straight up. Like,
going hard at Towns. Jokic in the middle, Gobert hovering. Up and in, shot clock at 4. Jokic has to put it up. Falling away, puts it up. Bang! Nikola Jokic! Jokic, oh, gorgeous pass from Gordon. And in game 1, Jokic touch pass to Gordon.
Nicole keeping the ball out of the paint and on the shot, blocking out.
Jokic from way downtown. Murray looking to push. This is what they want to do. Play extended pass. Jokic. Jokic just gets it off in time. It's up. Oh, it's good. Of course it goes in.
I want everyone watching this right now to go comment where you were when this legendary Taco Bell commercial was going on. Because little did the NBA or even the Denver Nuggets know that they just drafted the best player in the league for years to come on end. However, Jokic's career got off to a slow start though. The Joker wasn't stuffing the stat sheet with 30-point triple-doubles every night like he is now. To start his career, Jokic was coming off the bench and giving the Nuggets a decent 15 and 10 a night. Denver struggled near the end of the 2010s, going 3 straight years in the Jokic era without making the playoffs, but that's until the Joker took off. The Denver Nuggets in 2019 finished the regular season with a record of 54 and 28, clinching them their first playoff appearance since 2013. Yeah, it was a long drought for Denver, but they were back. Nikola Jokic skyrocketed his production, achieving his first All-Star appearance, his first All-NBA team, and he finished 4th place in MVP voting. The Joker was legit now. In the postseason, they took care of business, beating the DeMar DeRozan Spurs in the first round in 7 games. However, Denver got upset by the Damian Lillard-led Portland Trailblazers in the second round. It was a tough loss, but Denver would be back. In the following season in the NBA bubble, the Nuggets would clinch the 3 seed in the West, and they put on a show at Disney World. They nearly lost to the Utah Jazz, but thanks to Jamal Murray going nuclear in this series, putting up 250 pieces and 140 ball, the Nuggets won in 7 games. In the second round, the Denver Nuggets once again cheated death as they narrowly escaped the Kawhi Leonard and Paul George Clippers in 7 games. However, Denver finally met their demise, losing to the Lakers in the conference finals. Despite not winning at all, the steps that Denver took this postseason was crucial for this team's development. But then, Jokic hit a new level in 2021.
I know how great Joker is. He sees plays before they happen.
I haven't seen anything like that.
In the following 2 seasons, Nikola Jokic elevated his game to a level that few have ever seen in NBA history. In 2021, Jokic put up a stat line of 26, 10, and 8 while shooting 56% from the field, earning him his first ever league MVP. In 2022, the Jokic went even higher than the previous year with a stat line of 27, 14, and 8 a game, 58% shooting, earning himself back-to-back MVPs. It was completely unreal from the big man. It was so unreal that Jokic's 2022 campaign ranks as the greatest PER and box plus minus season of NBA history. Jokic was putting up stats that even Wilt Chamberlain couldn't touch. But there was just one problem. In 2021, the Nuggets got swept by the Phoenix Suns in the second round, and in the following year, Denver lost in the first round against Golden State. Nikola Jokic was kind of in an awkward spot. He had 2 MVPs to his name, something that only 14 players in league history have accomplished. But instead of being in the convo with Kareem, Jordan, LeBron, and Bill Russell, Jokic would be in the conversation with Steve Nash and Karl Malone, 2 multiple-time MVPs that simply couldn't get it done in the postseason. Something had to change for Nikola Jokic in 2023.
The Denver Nuggets can get to the finals, and I've never felt that way about them to this point.
In 2023, the Nuggets had a different energy about them. They were done just playing for the numbers and the regular season wins, and were itching for the big thing. The Denver Nuggets clinched the 1 seed in the West and cruised to a record of 53-29. Nikola Jokic was set to win his 3rd MVP in a row, until his award got sabotaged.
When it comes down to guys winning MVP since 1990, it's only 3 guys that won the MVP that wasn't top 10 in scoring. Do you know who those 3 guys were? Steve Nash, Jokic, and Dirk Nowitzki. No.
Dirk Nowitzki.
What do those guys have in common? When it comes to MVP voting, 80% of the voters are white American. 20% are others.
Jokic was well on his way to winning 3 MVPs in a row, until Kendrick Perkins completely ruined his chances in the process. Get it? The process. But the show must go on. Jokic and Denver had bigger fish to fry. The Nuggets' first postseason matchup was against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. However, Denver sent them a message at the Mile High Stadium. In Game 1, Denver blew out the Timberwolves by 29 points, a win that asserted their dominance in the series. In Game 2, despite Ant-Man dropping a ridiculous 41-point bomb, it still wasn't enough for the Wolves. Headed to Minnesota, Denver once again asserted themselves in the series, taking a 20-11 point win. Minnesota won a close 114-108 game, but Denver quickly ended this gentleman's sweep with a home win to clinch their ticket to the second round. However, their next matchup wasn't going to be a walk in the park anymore. Phoenix Suns just 3 months prior made a blockbuster move and traded for superstar Kevin Durant to pair alongside Devin Booker. The Nuggets were going to have their hands full in the series. In Games 1 and 2 in Denver, the Nuggets looked unguardable though. Jamal Murray in Game 1 was on a heater and he dropped 34, 5, and 9 to secure a 107-125 victory. In Game 2, though, there was a lot of laughs cracked because it was the Joker show, where the big man dropped a ridiculous 39-point, 16-rebound performance to seal yet another 97-87 win for the Nuggets. But then, the Nuggets got hit with 2 red-hot Suns.
Three-pointer, shoot, everything looks pure tonight for Devin Booker. Here's Durant again, gets the whistle, puts the bucket. What a finish from KD.
Porter takes it in underneath, his shot knocked away. Durant with the basketball on the drive, take it all along in. Wham, bam, slam.
Here's Kane, prodigious production from Durant and Booker. The Phoenix Suns have tied the series at 2, and it's now a best of 3.
Kevin Durant and Devin Booker erupted in the Valley. KD and Book went for 39 and 47 in Game 3 to win the Suns their first series win. In Game 4, the two-headed monster combined for another 72-point performance to scrap together another win to type the series 2-2. The Denver Nuggets looked completely shook. Their season was on the line and they needed a hero to save them. But instead of a hero, they got a joker.
Jokic bangs into Booker, flicks it up and it goes. Murray feeds the post. Jokic sandwich, puts it down. Somehow able to get it to drop. Comes Gordon, spin, drop step. Beautifully done out of Jokic. Contact, and he's going to shoot a free throw.
But they did not make that call.
Jokic underneath, lead pass, Porter. Easy money.
And that matches how many field goals he has in the game. What a pass by Jokic. And in one motion.
Little backdoor cut, Brown. Coming with some heat.
Nikola Jokic came back with his own 1-2 punch to knock out the Phoenix Suns 6 games. Jokic dropped back-to-back 30-point triple-doubles and reminded the whole world who should have won the MVP. While some players booked their flights home, others were looking to claim what was theirs.
The national narrative was the Lakers are going to upset the Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets finally found themselves back in the conference finals. It was a rematch of the NBA bubble, Nuggets versus Lakers. Despite the Nuggets looking by far the better team, you couldn't convince the media to root against LeBron James and the LA Lakers. They were in for a rude awakening in Hollywood, and Jamal Murray was the messenger.
Murray with Davis on him. He's going to have to put it up. Step back. It's good! Jamal Murray from way downtown. Jokic already 5 rebounds. Got a few from that last possession. Murray for 3. A hot start from the Nuggets. Taken by Murray. Quarters ahead of the pack. Murray's going to go all the way and lays it up and in. Murray gets away from Reeves. Off 1 foot. It's good. Talk about gifted shooters. Nice Jokic. Back to Murray. Shot clock 1. Bang! Jamal Murray once again.
Jamal Murray exploded during the series. In Game 1 at the Ball Arena in Denver, the Nuggets came out of the gates roaring. Anthony Davis was giving the Nuggets trouble, dropping 40 points and 10 rebounds. But it was the duo of Jokic and Murray who was just unstoppable. Both players combined for 65 points and more than 40 combined rebounds and assists. However, in the next 2 contests, Jamal Murray took his game to another planet. He erupted for 23 points in just the 4th quarter of Game 2 to secure the Nuggets a 108-103 win at home. And then in Game 3, Murray went off for another 37-point bomb to make his message loud and clear. The Nuggets came into Hollywood and left them with a horror movie directed by Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. And they swept the Lakers in Game 4, winning 113-111. When everyone was expecting LeBron James to secure his 5th ring in 2023, the Nuggets wanted none of that. The Denver Nuggets clinched their first NBA Finals appearance in franchise history, but their opponent was on a mission of their own. The Miami Heat were on a generational run in 2023. They beat the best team in basketball by upsetting the Milwaukee Bucks in round 1. They took care of business in the Big Apple, and then they sent a dagger through Jason Tatum's heart and beat the Boston Celtics in 7 games. The Heat had one more Titan to take down, but they quickly got hit with what the Western Conference had brought. The Denver Nuggets came out to play in Game 1. Aaron Gordon was going crazy near the rim, while Murray and Jokic ran their game to perfection. The Heat came out stale in Game 1, and Denver clinched a 104-93 win. Game 2 was a comeback game for Miami, but this didn't come without another Denver explosion throughout the first 3 quarters, where the Nuggets found themselves up 8 points. But if we've learned anything from 2023, it's to never count out the Miami Heat. Miami clawed their way back to secure a 107-98 lead with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. But Denver wasn't done quite yet. Jamal Murray hit this deep step back three. Jimmy Butler then hit a pull-up midi to expand their lead to 8 points. Bruce Brown hit a floater to cut the lead, and then Denver got a stop, followed up by Jamal Murray hitting another deep three to cut the lead to just one possession. On the other end, Bam Adebayo got fouled, and he hit both of his free throws. Then Nikola Jokic returned the favor with this tough inside basket. The Nuggets got another stop with a miss from Jimmy Butler, and this gave Jamal Murray one more chance to close out this game.
I'm taking a foul, not allowing them to get off a three. Denver does have a timeout, but they're not using it. 4 seconds. Murray, step back. And it's over. The Miami Heat have tied the NBA Finals.
The Miami Heat stole a game from Denver, and they tied up the series 1-1. The series was now tied 1-1, with Game 3 coming in Miami. This was the Heat's chance to take over the series, and for Jimmy Butler to cement himself with the greats. But Nikola Jokic was a man on a mission, and nothing was coming in the way of this Serbian freight train.
You were the 41st pick in the draft. A Taco Bell commercial was running when your pick was announced. What do you think of that now?
They believe in the fat boy.
The Denver Nuggets stole games 3 and 4 on the road in South Beach, and then they closed out Game 5 on their own home soil to deliver Denver its first championship in franchise history. Nikola Jokic won the 2023 Finals MVP, averaging a stat line of 30 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, and shot close to 60% from the field. The Heat had no answer for the Joker, and neither did the rest of the league. 2023 was insane for Nikola Jokic. After winning back-to-back MVPs in the previous years and falling short in the playoffs, he was quickly labeled as a numbers guy that couldn't lead his team all the way. But then he shut down these narratives quick with this unreal playoff run. So this is how the 2023 season cemented the legacy of Nikola Jokic.
So I'm curious what you are feeling right now, and if you're looking forward to a parade coming up in Denver.
Minute parade?
Thursday.
I need to go home.